Hello everyone. In this series of the videos, we are discussing about the five kingdom system of classification of the organism which is proposed by R.H. Whitaker in 1969. In my last two videos, I discussed in detail about the Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. Now in this video, I am going to focus on last class of the organism, that is Mycoplasma, which Whitaker placed in the kingdom Monera. Mycoplasma are the prokaryotic organisms which do not have cell wall. The first important characteristic feature of the mycoplasma is that they lack cell wall. We know that eubacteria is generally have cell wall made up of peptidoglycan, while archaebacteria, which come under the kingdom Monera, have cell wall made up of pseudomurine. But mycoplasma do not have cell walls. They only have cell membranes to maintain the shape of the cell. And as they do not have cell wall, mycoplasma are resistant to antibiotic which act on the cell wall. We know that there is a large group of antibiotic which mainly act on the cell wall. That means target site of this antibiotic is a cell wall. They kill bacteria by acting on the peptidoglycan which is present in the cell wall. But as mycoplasma do not have cell wall, this antibiotic unable to act against the mycoplasma. That means these bacteria are resistant to the antibiotic like cycloserine, penicillin, cephalosporin, phosphomycin, uh, polyoxin. Okay, so these antibiotics can easily kill eubacteria or archaebacteria, but they are insensitive against mycoplasma. Generally, mycoplasma found free living, but sometimes they are parasitic, that means depend upon host for the nutrition, or saprophytic, that is absorptive mode of nutrition. Mycoplasma are the smallest and simplest living organism present on the earth. In many competitive exams, they ask this question. Okay, because of the lack of cell wall, the cell become very simple and size of the cell is very less when we compare with archaebacteria or eubacteria. And because of their size, the study of mycoplasma become very difficult with the help of normal microscopic technique. As they do not have cell wall, gram staining process cannot be used for studying mycoplasma. Then many strains of the mycoplasma are pathogenic to animal and plants. They have ability to cause various diseases to animals and different type of plants. They are also known as molecules. This is another name of the mycoplasma. And first time mycoplasma are isolated from the pleural cavity of the cattle infected with the pleuropneumonia. So mycoplasma is also called as MLO or mycoplasma like organism or PPLO, that is pleuropneumonia like organisms. These names come from the discovery of the mycoplasma. First time they are isolated from pleural cavity of the cattle, and these cattle are reported to have pleuropneumonia. Then they can change their shape very easily, or they can found in various type of shapes, and it is called as pleomorphic nature. Mycoplasma are pleomorphic because they do not have cell wall. Only structure that maintain the shape of the mycoplasma is cell membrane, so they found in cocci or rod or spiral shapes. Okay, then as mycoplasma come under kingdom Monera, they are prokaryotic, and we know that prokaryotic organisms do not have well developed, well organized nucleus. So, nucleus is absent. DNA, single genetic material, which is present in naked form directly in the cytoplasm. That means DNA is not associated with the histone protein. We know that in eukaryotic cell, DNA is supercoiled wrapped around the histone, positively charged histone protein. But in case of mycoplasma, DNA is directly present in the cytoplasm as nucleus is absent and histone protein are also not present inside the mycoplasmal cell. Then cell organelles like mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum are absent in the mycoplasma. Only thing is that protein synthesizing factories, that is ribosomes, are present in the mycoplasmal cell, and the ribosomes are 70S type. This is the characteristic feature of prokaryotic cell. We know that eukaryotic cell have 80S type of ribosomes, while prokaryotic cell have 70S type of ribosomes, which is divided into two subunit. Large subunit is 50S, while small subunit is 30 years. Then cell membranes of the mycoplasma are rich in cholesterol. We know that normal eubacterial cell wall is made up of phospholipid bilayer, while the cell wall of mycoplasma contain high amount of cholesterol. This help in maintaining rigidity and structure of the cell. Then they can easily pass through the filter which is made up for removing bacteria. That means due to small size, they can easily pass through the bacterial filters and come in the filtrate. Then they are strictly aerobic. Okay, that means they require oxygen for their growth, and they have very high generation time. That means for growing mycoplasma inside the lab, we have to give long incubation period. Okay, as compared to bacteria, mycoplasma have high generation time. This is all about the few basic characteristics of the mycoplasma. Now, as a representative example, I'm going to discuss about the bacteria Mycoplasma pneumoniae. Okay, this is the mycoplasma strain which is responsible for walking pneumonia in the human. This organism is responsible for disease of respiratory system. The organism is generally present in the air in the form of droplets, and when after inhalation this bacteria enter in the respiratory system through nostrils or nose nasal chamber, and then it enter in the trachea through pharynx, and after entry into the trachea the organism get connected or get attached to the cilia which is present in the respiratory tract, and after attachment to the cilia the organism start multiplication, and due to which inflammation and necrosis occur at the site of attachment in the windpipe pipe or trachea, and due to inflammation the normal functioning of the cilia is disturbed, and the person become extremely sensitive to the particles, air particles, which ultimately lead to dry hacking cough. So frequent cough is the characteristic feature of the infection which is caused by Mycoplasma pneumoniae. The organism induce the disease, and the symptoms are very normal, so that the person can remain active. So it is called as walking pneumonia. The disease is spread by coughing, and the diagnostic test which is used for the disease is antigen antibody test. We know that the organism only have cell membrane, and the cell membrane have special type of antigen that can be detected by using specific antibodies in antigen antibody test in the lab. The organism can also be detected by enzyme assay, agglutination test, microscopy, and molecular test like 16S rDNA and PCR techniques. Okay, so all these are the diagnostic test which is used for Mycoplasma pneumoniae. After the disease, the treatment can be given with the help of antibiotic like erythromycin and tetracycline. This bacteria is insensitive to beta-lactam antibiotic or the antibiotic which mainly act on the cell wall. So this is all about the mycoplasma. In this lecture we discuss about the characteristic of the mycoplasmal cell, like it is the organism which do not have cell wall, resistant to the antibiotic which act on the cell wall. They are free living, sometimes parasitic or saprophytic. Then they are the smallest and simplest organism present on the earth. Then many strains are pathogenic to plant and animals, known as mollicutes, MLO or PPLO, and they can be pleomorphic, that means they present in various forms. Then nucleus is absent, cell organelles are absent, ribosome is 70S type, then they show heteromorphic mode of nutrition, that means they depend upon other organisms for their food. Then cell membrane is rich in cholesterol, and they can be easily passed through the bacterial filters, and they are strictly aerobic, require oxygen for their growth, and generation time of the mycoplasma is very high. And at the end we discuss about the Mycoplasma pneumoniae, the organism which is responsible for the disease pneumonia, also called as walking pneumonia. Thank you.